Welcome back, everybody, to the Redhottlocks Sports Report. With me this week is Allison and Mindy. Ladies, how you doing?
Great, Dave. How are you?
I'm fantastic. We have an action-packed show this week.
And here's Kimberly Sargent with the news and notes.
In college football, the curse of being #1 strikes yet again, with Ohio State choking against Wisconsin. That leaves Oklahoma, Boise, TCU, Oregon, Auburn, LSU, Michigan State, Utah, Oklahoma State, and Missouri all undefeated. Can you guys believe it? On the season, this weekend, Sooners take on the Tigers. Who's going to walk away with that #1 spot? We need a playoff system. Steelers linebacker James Harrison states his objective matter-of-factly. He's out to hurt any opposing player who roams into his vicinity. Quote, "I don't want to injure anybody," Harrison said following Pittsburgh's 28-10 victory. There's a big difference between being hurt and being injured. You get hurt, you shake it off, and you come back the next series or the next game. I try to hurt people. Hello to all the wussy media people out there that want to cry about what Harrison said. Hello, he's the outside linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course he wants to hurt opposing players. Jeez, what's the big deal?
Way to go, Kimberly. Up next in our coverage of fantasy football, Dave talks with writer Sean Childs of the World Championship of Fantasy Football on the Skype cam.
Hey, Sean, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
Absolutely fantastic. Sean, a few questions for you here. First of all, are the Cowboys dead on arrival for fantasy football owners?
I wish I could say they were. As much as I hate the Cowboys, like the Yankees, but the Cowboys fans kind of crawl out of the woodwork. But I think they win their next two. They have a must-win against the Giants. They win. They play Jacksonville. I think they win the next two. They're 3-4, and they kind of get back in the game.
I like that answer, Sean. Real quick, in the World Championship of Fantasy Football Platinum League, that's for $25,000 entry, everybody. Chris Johnson just barely pulled you off a win. The defense got you in. Where do you stand in that league?
We moved up to 4-2 with third in total points. We have a shot. We look like we were going to lose, but we end up sneaking the victory because Jacksonville only scored 3 points, and Tennessee got enough points for us.
That's awesome. And last but not least, Sean, the question of the week from everybody is, with the NFL changing the helmet-to-helmet rule, do you think players should be suspended or fined?
Come on, these guys are running full speed at each other. Guys are moving. I mean, they're going to hit helmets. It's a make better equipment. It's football. You can't suspend guys for playing hard and tackling guys. I mean, it's football. That's what it is. It's hard hitting, and that's what we like about the game.
Yep, me too, Sean. Hey, Sean, thank you so much for being on the Redhottlocks Sports Report this week. We'll catch up with you later on in the year.
All right, thank you very much.
Great job, Dave and Sean. Get ready for the fastest 30 seconds in NASCAR with Big James.
What's up, Red Hot Lockers? Big James here, fastest 30 seconds in NASCAR. This week, NASCAR goes to Martinsville, Virginia, home track of Denny Hamlin. He does all right there. He's won a couple of races. Jimmy Johnson also does pretty good there. Kevin Harvick, not so good there, but he does all right. It's a three-way race for the Cup. That is the wrong kind of three-way you want to be in, man. Just the wrong kind of three-way. Special shout-out to Jamie McMurray, having a banner year. And, hey, good luck to Dale Jr. Keep on getting them top 35s, buddy.
The Redhottlocks.com pick of the week is 4-1-1 against the spread. This week's pick is from senior writer Mike Anderson. His pick is Michigan State -5 at Northwestern. Next up, Dave interviews Jordan Fladell of the FFLGuru.com and 790thezone.com's fantasy football show on the Skype cam.
Hey, Jordan, how you doing today?
Good, artist formerly known as Circus Dave. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic, Jordan. Hey, a few questions for you to talk about fantasy football. Number one is, tell me how Randy Moss has affected the performance and the fantasy points of a guy like Percy Harvin.
Well, last week we did not see the tremendous leap we thought we'd see from Percy Harvin with the Randy Moss effect, but you saw it when he played the game, first game out of there for Randy Moss. I think over the long term, this season, Percy Harvin will move to the slot. He'll get more open targets. He'll become that outlet receiver for Brett Favre or Tavares Jackson, whoever's quarterback in the Vikings, and teams will start to take away Randy Moss from the Vikings. They'll take away Adrian Peterson, which looks like Percy Harvin's a great steal. If you can go trade for him, if you can get him on your roster, it's a great move to move your fantasy lineup towards a championship season.
I do think that as well, Jordan. Last but not least, Deion Branch. Is he fact or fiction in New England? Can it be this good for the rest of the season?
Absolutely. Look at this much. Deion Branch came back from his 2004 days. Looked like he hadn't lost a step, hadn't lost any rhythm with Tom Brady. Tom Brady's an excellent quarterback. I think teams will realize that Deion Branch is a factor. I think they'll start to take away a little bit of that. But again, it's Wes Welker, it's Deion Branch, no Brandon Tate, the guy who was hot on the waiver wire, no action except for a reverse. Look at the long term. You want to go pick up a player, Deion Branch on your waiver wire, get him in your lineup, put him in there permanently. Tom Brady's a big factor with him.
Thanks again, Jordan. It's been an awesome week. Catch you next week.
You got it, Dave.
UFC 121 is finally here. Yes, the anticipated fight for the heavyweight championship. Brock Lesnar, only one loss, challenging Cain Velasquez, undefeated. Get some. Well, Red Hot Lockers, that's all we have time for. I want to do a special thanks for Sean Childs of the World Championship of Fantasy Football and Jordan Fladell of 790thezone.com at the FFLguru.com.
Hey, great job, guys. I also want to thank the Red Hot Lock writers, Brad, Scott, Jordan, senior writer Mike Anderson for all their great work. Also, Amberly, get well soon, sister.
Yes, girl. Be sure to check us out on redhotlocks.com, Sports Report, YouTube.com, Spike TV, Adam Film, Split TV, Vimeo, Fiddler, and of course, redhotlocks.com.
Hey everybody, time to pay the bills. I want to thank Definition 6, I want to thank BigBoyFootball.com, I want to thank Julie Bueller at 1010KXTX, and I want to thank Sports Fan Warehouse. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.
See you next week, everybody.